Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And give this video a like up. Bold and the Beautiful has Luna Nozawa pop up with a textbook description of dissociative identity disorder, DID, on the CBS soap. So, did the shifty intern do her homework, or does she harbor the personalities of two people? Considering her level of deception so far, B&B fans lean on the side of Luna, paving the way for her next ploy with an abundance of reading. Bold and the Beautiful has Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, attempt her new ploy on Bill Spencer, Don Diamond. Viewers became extremely confused as to why the publishing magnate went to the jail to visit her in the first place. But he is there and listening as the murdering young woman describes how she believes she is two people. And the person inside of her who is astounded over the deeds she has done is talking to Bill. She likely tries to convince him that she is a good personality, condemning the deeds of a woman inside of her she doesn't know. Luna knew all the right things to say during Bill's visit this week on Bold and Beautiful. The diagnosis of DID usually links back to trauma, often in childhood, and she has her mother in her scope for that. Luna said she watched as an array of men paraded through their apartment as a kid. Then they ended up in the bedroom with her mother, usually doing drugs, or at least that is the picture she paints for Bill. But will he buy this going forward on Bold and the Beautiful? Bold and the Beautiful has kept Luna Nozawa locked up for a while now, so she's had plenty of time to read up on DID. This could be the one diagnosis that gets her a get-out-of-jail-free card. But is what she reports the real deal, or is she just well-informed through all those hours in her cell, reading about DID? So she already established the stressor which caused the condition. This started with the unsavory men her mother brought home. Luna tells Bill that she felt overcome with the sensation of floating above her body as these men visited. Again, a textbook explanation of dealing with stressors for someone with that diagnosis. Then she added how she killed those men, but it was like watching someone else commit the crimes. So it sounds like Luna Nozawa is well informed about the symptoms of a disorder that could set her free again on Bold and Beautiful. Bold and the Beautiful likely has a part for Bill Spencer to play in all of this. But what would that look like? First and foremost, Luna likely fishes for Bill to get her the best lawyer money can buy. But while doing this, she gives him the reasons to start doubting she's so bad. Instead, it looks like she's grabbing for a DID diagnosis, which after Tuesday's episode, it would seem as if she is well read on the topic. So the remorse she pours on Bill Spencer, and by playing the sad outcast, she seems to think she can get what she wants from the man with deep pockets. But it remains to be seen if Bill decides to help. Or maybe he's playing Luna Nozawa for an agenda that has not yet surfaced, one that will benefit him or those he loves on the CBS soap. Luna Forrester had always known there was more to her than met the eye, more than her cascading midnight curls, her soft-spoken demeanor, or her impeccable GPA. People called her quiet, dreamy, and intense, but Luna knew better. At least, that's what the psychology professors would say if they ever knew what really went on behind her hazel eyes. But no one knew, not even her roommates, who had long accepted Luna's tendency to switch accents mid-sentence, or her preference for calling herself by different names on different days. Today, Luna walked into her university lecture hall to take her final exam in advanced abnormal psychology, holding a pen like a sword and her textbook like a sacred manuscript. The title of the exam? Case Studies in Dissociative Identity Disorder. A full semester spent studying the rarest of the rare multiple personality disorder. And now, the test. She sat in the middle of the room, back straight, chin high, lips twitching with the hint of a secret smile. She wasn't nervous. She was prepared in a way no one else could be. Professor Delacroix strolled down the aisle with the air of a man who'd seen too many freshmen fall asleep in his lectures. But his eyes lingered on Luna, perhaps sensing something different about her. Or maybe it was just the leopard print scarf she wore like a sash, paired with combat boots and a librarian blouse. She was an enigma wrapped in contradiction. Delacroix blinked, as if he'd misheard her, but Luna was already flipping to the first page of the exam. Question 1. Describe in detail the primary diagnostic criteria for dissociative identity disorder, DID, including notable case studies and treatment approaches. She handled the first question like a surgeon, cutting through DSM-5 definitions, citing the famous case of Sybil Dorset, and even referencing the controversial works of Dr. Cornelia Wilbur. Luna number 1 wrote like she was being judged by Freud himself. Textbook perfect. Question 2. Compare and contrast DID with borderline personality disorder and schizophrenia, identifying key differentiators in behavior, etiology, and neurobiological evidence. Enter Luna number 2, the debater, fast talker, snappy thinker, the one who once told off a guest lecturer during a seminar on ego defense mechanisms. She ripped through this question like it was her last debate round at nationals. Under her hand, the paper filled with a tapestry of nuanced insights, peppered with confident phrases like clinically significant divergence and symptom overlap fallacy. She even added a cheeky aside in parentheses. Note, if this were BPD, I'd be crying right now. I'm not. Ergo. By the time she hit question 3, Luna number 3 emerged, the poet, the artist, the romantic. She wore perfume none of the others did, thought in metaphors, and spoke to cats. Her handwriting was slightly loopier, more elegant. The question asked for a reflective essay on the social stigma of DID. Imagine waking up in someone else's body, except it's your own. Your hands are yours, but the rings aren't. The playlist on your phone is a stranger's. Your calendar says therapy, but you don't know why. The world thinks you're just going through something, but inside you are dozens of selves held together by memory and necessity. This is not madness. This is adaptation. This is survival. This is beautiful. She was about to flip to question 4 when something shifted. A slowness, a weariness. The exhaustion of living multiple lives in a world that only accepts one. Luna number 4, the realist, the tired one. She didn't speak much, she just felt, and right now she felt the weight of it all. The years of confusion, the diagnosis she never told anyone about, the therapists who called it a creative coping strategy, the friends who thought it was a joke when she said, "I'm not alone in here." This question was a case study analysis. If you were a clinician, how would you treat a 21-year-old woman exhibiting symptoms of identity fragmentation, memory lapses, and varying handwriting styles? First, I'd listen, not just to the loudest voice, but to all of them. I'd let her know she's not broken, she's brave. Then I'd help her build a bridge between herselves, not to make her one, but to let her feel whole. Integration isn't about erasing, it's about embracing.